If you subscribe to this channel, you're probably interested in audio, which means you're probably interested in music and going to live music like me. And if you like going to live music and care about sound and audio, you probably protect your hearing when you go. Well, today we're talking about the Eargasm's high-fidelity earplugs. Hey friend, my name's Oliver, and if you're new around here, I love to talk about audio for video, as well as video production and filmmaking in general, as well as composing and all things creative. So if any of that interests you, hit subscribe, join the family. We are growing in 2018 towards 100,000 subscribers. So right now in my hands, I have every earplug I tend to use, and we're gonna be talking through each one as well as just the Eargasms. But for those who came for this, we'll start with just these. So when you get the Eargasm earplugs, you'll open up the box and you'll notice that there is a cute little carrying case, which is really important for people like me. It's also a keychain if you like that. And on the left, you're gonna see the actual high-fidelity capsules stuck into the standard size cones, the rubber cones that will go into your ear and protect the volume, and protect your eardrums rather from the volume. And on the right side, you'll have a replacement set of cones that are a little more smaller for those of us with smaller ear canals. So for me personally, the cones that they came with fit great. Now these have a noise reduction rating of 16, but they also are said to let high frequencies and the good high fidelity sound pass through. Now, I tried these out for the very first time the other night at the Crossroads Music Festival here in Kansas City, listening to Hembry. And if you've never heard Hembry, go check them out right now. Wonderful band. They're absolutely incredible and very talented, and they're definitely going places. It was a loud show. It was in a small bar, the Record Bar here in downtown Kansas City, and it was very loud. So I popped these in for the very first time using them, and I was blown away at the amount of detail I got from the Eargasm earplugs. Now for years, I've used something called Hearos. They make a high-fidelity earplug just like this, but it only costs $10. I picked it up on Amazon.com, and I've been using that at shows or when I'm driving home to listen to podcasts with the wind. It cuts that wind and lets me hear the voices from the podcast. Those are great. They've always been good for me. But when I did a side-by-side comparison between those and the Eargasms won. They let in more high frequencies, more detail. I just sat over at my desk, turned up my Yamaha HS5s to almost max volume, put in the Hearos version, and then put in the Eargasms, and the Eargasms won by all counts. The other thing that I really love about them is they're incredibly small and discreet. They don't have a big tube sticking out of your ears, nor are they crazy colors or anything like that. It's a clear capsule with a small, very discreet blue actual diaphragm that lets in those sounds. So they're very discreet in your ear. There's just a little pinch tab to pull them out. I really, really like them a lot. By all counts, they're amazing. Now let's talk about NRR for a quick second. NRR stands for Noise Reduction Rating. Now if you've ever used earplugs in any situation, whether you're working in a construction zone or you're taking them to a live concert or you sleep with them, they have an NRR rating. So for example, with me, I have a standard set of Hearos Ultimate Softness Formula. These are flesh-colored earplugs. I love wearing these to sleep. I love wearing these in the car, on road trips, when my children are screaming, to take naps in the studio. They're rated at an NRR of 32. Now, this doesn't exactly mean it reduces 32 decibels of sound. It could reduce up to that technically, but everything I read about NRR, you gotta think of it about half of what it's rated is what it actually reduces. I don't really understand that and all the science behind it. I'll just claim ignorance on that because the Eargasms are rated at an NRR of 16, but they do reduce quite a bit. So hard to say, is that only 8 decibels in real life? I don't know. They just do a great job of filtering out all that nasty loudness while still giving you a good fidelity signal. Now I also use Hearos Extreme Protection, which is NRR 33. These are really big and bulky and blue. I use these when I'm trying to meditate and I want to just like kill all sounds, so check those out. So at a cost of $30, I cannot recommend these enough to musicians, to enthusiasts, to audio professionals, to people who just love sound, to those of us that drive with the windows down and want to hear the music or podcasts we're listening to in our vehicles. These are phenomenal. And for 30 bucks, it's an incredible value to just plop these into your ear whenever you want.
Plop these into your ear
whenever you want.
And hear good, clear sound while reducing the effect on your eardrums. Because if you love sound and if music touches you the way it touches me, you want to protect your eardrums for years to come. I was not paid by Eargasms to make this. I just picked these up because I saw an ad online. It's amazing how powerful that is. And I just decided to use them, test them out, make a video for you because for the good of the people that watch this channel, I wanted to make this video. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you next week.